Welcome to Parkland High School graduation ceremonies for the class of 2011. Tonight's ceremony should be a time of proud reflection and joy. However, the party should come later. We ask that you assist us in recognizing these graduates by keeping this a formal ceremony. Distractions are not appropriate for this setting. We wish all attention to be directed to the individual graduates throughout the ceremony. Your cooperation is appreciated. At the conclusion of this ceremony, the graduates will recess out of the arena to the area in front of Roush Fieldhouse. Parents and guests should meet their graduates at that location. Leading the class of 2011 will be the senior class officers, followed by our highest honor graduates and the commencement program participants. Please stand to recognize our graduating seniors as they enter the arena. The Parkland High School Band, under the direction of Mr. Jason LaRue, will play the Parkland Alma Mater, followed by our national anthem. The words for the Alma Mater may be found in the second page of your commencement program. Please be seated. At this time, we would like to take a minute to recognize the dedicated commitment of our Parkland School Board members. Ms. Janie Bartlett, President, Mr. Robert Cohen, Vice President, Ms. Roberta Marcus, Ms. Lisa Adams, Mr. Robert Bold, Ms. Deborah Young-Evans, Mr. Mark Hanachek, Mr. David Kennedy, and Mr. Barry Long. Thank you for your service to the students of this community. Benjamin Mays, the president of the class of 2011, will now make the presentation of the class key to Andrew Kim, the president of the class of 2012.
So, here we are. We've waited, worked, and whined for 4 years so that we would finally get the chance to wear these ugly robes. Was it worth it? You bet it was. Because not only do we get to make such a great fashion statement, but we also get to attempt to maintain consciousness for what feels like an eternity while about 802 people's names are called. And we all know deep down that none of us actually know all 802, regardless of what Facebook says. I remember a few months ago, right when we all finally succumbed to senioritis, studying rhetoric in Mr. Neff's class. He asked me if I'd give a formal or informal speech at graduation. My first inclination was to respond with formal, because after all, it's graduation. Everything there is taken way too seriously. But then I thought about it for a moment, and I realized the position that I was in. I'm the only person that will take the mic that the senior class had any involvement in choosing. I owe you all a little more personal speech. Yes, I just called these robes ugly. But are they really? No. Okay, kind of. But they mean a lot more. They mean we've done something noteworthy. You can't wear something this stylish until you've done something great. Think about it. Did Lady Gaga wear a meat dress before she recorded smash hits? No. These robes mean we've toughed it out through the 79.49s and the 89.49s. They mean we filled all of those random areas of electives with classes that you still haven't got the slightest clue how you passed. They mean you've done the graduation project, which is not something you're going to sit down and crank out all in one afternoon. They mean a whole lot of work ethic and determination. They mean that graduation is not, in fact, a place where everything is taken too seriously. Did you notice the colors? In case you didn't catch on, there are school colors. Simply by being a part of our school, it means you're associated with a whole lot of extremely talented people, including state-level competitors in all areas across the board, from wrestling to economics, to track and field, to music, to photography, to swimming and diving, to science fair, to theater, to cross-country, and a whole lot of other things that I don't have time to go into. These colors represent a whole lot of teachers, administrators, and faculty that care a whole lot about you and did all they could to make you succeed. Did you notice that we all match? There's a reason for that too. It's because we're all important. The nerds, the jocks, the A-wingers, and everything in between. It's because regardless of how many differences we have a whole lot in common. 4 years to be exact. I guarantee you there's somebody else sitting down there who has had similar struggles with grades, with family, with self-confidence, or with anything else you may have encountered. And if by some freak coincidence there isn't, I can guarantee you that you've got hundreds of peers and teachers who are willing to listen and care. Yeah, we're all different. There's no denying that. But when it comes down to it, we care about each other way more than your average group of 802 people. And I know that no matter what the future holds, we'll still care. I think that's what the key to our success was, the willingness to care and help out one another. Speaking of keys, I've got one here that's time for the class of 2012 to take. If the class of 2012 President Andrew Kim would come up on stage, I'd like to present him with the class key. On behalf of the class of 2011, I'd like to wish the class of 2012 success in their future and challenge them to take care of this key as well as we did.
Thank you. I accept this key on behalf of the class of 2012, and I would like to wish the class of 2011 the best of luck in all their future endeavors.
A musical selection entitled "With a Little Help from My Friends" will now be performed by the following seniors: Fallon Dungan, Allie Dunmeyer, Nicholas Gareka, Lauren Klingensmith, Jeanette Krulik, Benjamin Mays, Daniel Rahusen, Morgan Riley, Josh Rice, Jennifer Rosillo, Nicholas Roller, Hannah Snyder Samuelson, Alina Spiegel, Meg Stefanovich, and Dustin Wingate.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me?
Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song.
I will try not to sing out of key.
Have a little help from my friends. Oh, have a little help from my
Parkland High School has a tradition of choosing a senior speaker through a competitive process. Over a dozen talented seniors made the job of the selection committee a difficult one. This year's senior speaker is truly an accomplished Parkland student. She was awarded 6 different merit-based scholarships, has a perfect 800 verbal SAT, plays with the Music from China Youth Orchestra, and has performed everywhere from Carnegie Hall to Shanghai, China. Sophia played for 11 years under the tutelage of Miss Ermegard Smits, winning various awards and a scholarship. She was co-captain of our award-winning debate team, member of the French Honor Society, co-president of the Science Fair Club, member of the National Honor Society, Math Honor Society, and Science Honor Society. National Merit finalist, and believe it or not, has won the AES Calvert Award for her research with insects. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's senior speaker, Sophia Lee Srinivasan.
Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi once said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." Gandhi was the visionary leader of the Indian independence movement, but he began his career as a prosperous lawyer in South Africa. There, colonizers discriminated against the Indian immigrants, while back home in India, colonizers were repressing Indian freedom. Gandhi saw all this and gave up everything of his wealth and success to go and serve his people. This fall, we will all travel to new places. Will we, like Gandhi, have the courage to tempt failure and try new things, to lose ourselves as we pursue our dreams? Will we have the humility and the drive to work in the service of others so that they might have the opportunities that we have? Certainly, our education enables us to do these things. We've studied math and science and humanities, played music and sports, and kidnapped teachers to raise money for earthquake victims. We've gone out with friends and had fun, and through these moments, we've learned more about ourselves and more about the world around us. There are so many people who have been crucial to our success, and tonight we thank them. We thank Dr. Donahue and Mr. Snizak and Mr. Lessel and the rest of the school administrators for their dedication to and work in making Parkland High School a school that gave us a phenomenal education every day. We thank the hall monitors, custodians, cafeteria staff, nurses, and police officers for keeping us safe, well-fed, and learning in a clean and beautiful building of which we'll always be proud. We thank our counselors for supporting us all through these 4 years and guiding us through the jungle of college applications. And of course, we thank our teachers and coaches. You taught us nearly everything we know. You took us on an educational journey, not just to memorize knowledge, but to understand it and to love seeking it. Finally, we thank our parents. You gave us life, clothe and feed and love us, and are always there for us at any time in our lives to tell us that we can do it. Thank you, moms and dads, for risking your lives as you sat in your cars, hyperventilating and trying in vain to press the brake pedal so that we could learn to drive. You, more than anyone else, have shaped our lives and made us into who we are today. Here we are with our tassels, and there you sit, proud in the audience, watching us graduate. Time flies. I still remember being a second grader in Mrs. Doble's class at Citronia Elementary School and learning our graduation date, 2011. My classmates and I couldn't imagine not having recess, let alone being that old. But here we are on that very day. At the end of this night, we will no longer be students in the Parkland School District, but young people making our way into the world. Young people with the education to make something of themselves. There are some people, like the Afghan women who grew up under the Taliban rule, who may not have that education. There are some people, like the children in genocide-ravaged Sudan, who must fire AK-47s at age 8 instead of learning long division. And here in the United States, there are people in poverty, victims of natural disaster, disease, drunk drivers, and domestic violence. Some of us may have experienced these hardships. Some of us have not. But what we all have, what no one can take away from us, is our education. And that education is a privilege, for had we grown up under different circumstances, we might not have it. We've been given this foundation. Do we also have the bravery and the passion to not only achieve the mediocre, but also to transcend the limits of existing accomplishments? Do we have the bravery and the passion to spend our lives helping others? We do. We do because we have the incredible power of being alive. And as Gandhi has shown, so much can be done in one life. We must find what we love and formulate a vision for life to make a difference in the world. If we carry out that vision, we will look back on life without regret. As we embark on this long journey to find that vision, we must not be afraid of failure. For the only failure in life is to allow your fear of failing to triumph over your desire to succeed. There will be many obstacles and setbacks, but we are no different from Rachel Carson, who was an environmentalist at a time when few people cared. From Gandhi, who stood time and time again against violent opposition to lead one of the world's greatest civil rights movements. Like them, we must and we can conquer temporary fear with unflinching determination. And so, I urge myself and everyone here, lose yourself, evolve into the complete person you were meant to be, and make your mark on the world. Thank you. Good luck.
At this time, I would like to introduce the National Honor Society Award recipients in each academic discipline. These awards were presented on May 23rd at our Academic Awards Night. Students, please rise when your name is called and remain standing until everyone is recognized. Audience, please hold your applause until all the names are read. Certificate of Merit, Monica Hagenauer. Art, Danielle J. Snyder. Business, Madison Gerhard. English, Allie Dunmeyer. Family Consumer Science, Kristen Young. American Sign Language, Ann Cook. Spanish, Madeline Townsend. French, Jennifer Karlovitz. German, Chelsea Nemeth. Latin, Tiffany Sherman. Social Studies, Douglas M. Terrell. Orchestra, Alina Spiegel. Band, Rachel Hendricks. Vocal Music, Nicholas Roller. Mathematics, Nicholas A. Dizel. Science, Brian A. Heist. Technology Education, Joseph Steinmacher. Physical Education, Justin Jacoby. Vocational Education, Troy Now. We must also recognize Mark Maletsky, first place finisher in this year's PA State Ford AAA Automotive Competition. He is being awarded $60,000 in scholarships and recognized tonight in Detroit, Michigan. Congratulations to our 2011 National Honor Society Award recipients. You may be seated. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Louise Donahue, who will present the valedictorian of the class of 2011.
Good evening. Honored guests, school board directors, administrators, teachers, staff, parents, grandparents, relatives, and friends, and a special welcome to the class of 2011. I'm so pleased to have this opportunity to express my congratulations and best wishes to our graduating class. First, to the parents here with us tonight, let me say that I understand the mixed feelings that tonight can bring. Parenthood is the only job where we succeed by basically making ourselves obsolete. We work so hard to raise our kids to be independent, but it can hurt a little as they make their way out into the world. But we must learn to let them go. And this can be an emotional time for graduates and their parents. To the graduates, high school graduation is a major turning point in life. It marks the end of an important phase and the dawn of a whole new and exciting one. Tonight should be about celebrating memories of the past while holding great expectations for your future. As author Pamela Kohlinger states, it seems such a paradox to look backward and forward at once, but the significance of any achievement exists in that very contradiction. As it turns out, we have something in common, as I too am at an important crossroads in my life. As you may know, I will be retiring at the end of the month. Looking back, I have to say that I am so glad I chose a profession that I love and have been committed to for over 35 years. I will take some personal liberties this year and offer our graduates several tidbits of advice based on where I stand in my life and decisions I've made along the way. I will be short and sweet, I promise. Number one, when opportunity knocks, answer the door. Even if it's not the most convenient time in your life or the opportunity is different than what you were expecting or hoping, answer the call. You never know when an unexpected opportunity might take you somewhere, and you should be open to the possibilities. If you wait for all the lights to turn green, you'll never leave the driveway. Number two, find something you enjoy and are good at and turn it into your life's work. This is so important. Follow your passion and make it your career. You'll likely work for much of your adult life, so find something you enjoy and pursue it. Even in these tough economic times, you will succeed if you focus on your strengths. Number three, if the team succeeds, individual success will follow. Teaming up and working together is what it's all about. In every walk of life, collaboration and working with others will lead to greater success and fulfillment in the long run than stepping on or over others to gain individual success. Number four, be yourself. Bring your true self to whatever you choose to do. People respect and appreciate genuineness. If you try to be something that you're not, it will be exhausting and people will see right through you. Be yourself, and you'll have a much greater chance of success and happiness. Number five, set your own goals for the future and make sure they're truly yours. While many of you will travel far from home for study or work, remember your roots and where you came from. You would not be where you are today without them. I'm sure that our graduates are well aware of all the love and support present in this arena this evening. The people who care about you are gathered together with such a strong sense of pride. They're here to honor you and wish you well. This should inspire you toward a bright future with a great support system to back you up. Graduation is the perfect time, as Sophia said, to thank your parents for all they have done and will do for you. From elementary through middle school and high school, your teachers and administrators, your coaches and advisors have guided you along the way. Take a moment to thank them as well. During this special time of celebration, thank those who helped you reach this point and all of the people and experiences that brought you here. They deserve to share in your success. Tell them how much you appreciate all they've done for you. To the class of 2011, warmest congratulations for all you have accomplished here at Parkland High School. In the words of the philosopher Confucius, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a single step. Thank you, and good luck. Now it is my pleasure to announce that the class of 2011 will recognize co-valedictorians. It is my pleasure to introduce the first of this year's co-valedictorians for the high school class of 2011, Eugenia Kim. Eugenia, would you please stand? Eugenia is co-president of the National Honor Society, president of the Science Olympiad, vice president of the Math Honor Society, and debate team captain. She serves as student representative for the Parkland Community Advisory Committee. Eugenia has completed over 500 hours of volunteer service at the Lehigh Valley Hospital. Eugenia attained a perfect 5.0 grade point average and is a National Merit finalist and an AP Scholar with honor. She scored a 2320 on the Scholastic Aptitude Test, including a perfect score of 800 on the critical reading section. Eugenia plans to attend Cornell University in the fall, where she will pursue a degree in medicine and cognitive science. The daughter of Zhang Wu and Myung Ji, Kim, it is my pleasure to present Eugenia Kim, co-valedictorian of the class of 2011. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the second co-valedictorian for the Parkland High School class of 2011, Danielle Rosen. Danielle, would you please stand? Danielle is the co-captain of the debate team, co-president of the Math League, vice president of Student Council, vice president of the Future Business Leaders of America, and co-captain of the varsity girls tennis team. Danielle has been an active school and community volunteer, completing over 300 hours serving in a number of capacities, including being the co-founder of Tennis Friends, an organization that provides free tennis clinics to developmentally disabled teenagers. Danielle attained a perfect 5.0 grade point average and is a National Merit Commended student. She scored a 2270 on the Scholastic Aptitude Test, including a perfect score of 800 on the writing section. Danielle plans to attend the University of Pennsylvania and is currently undecided as to her choice of major. The daughter of Scott and Debbie Rosen, it is my pleasure to present Danielle Rosen, co-valedictorian of the class of 2011.
Thank you, Dr. Donahue. It was quite a dilemma this year. We had co-valedictorians, and then you figure, okay, the rest are just going to fall into line, but they didn't. What a gifted class we truly had. We had a four-way tie for third. So it will be my pleasure this evening to introduce our four co-salutatorians for the class of 2011. Our first co-salutatorian is Christina Harden. Christina, would you please stand? Christina is a member of the Spanish Honor Society, Key Club, Art Club, National Math Honor Society, Engineering Club, National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and Science Olympiad. Christina has been quite active in community volunteering, over 60 hours of service in the last 2 years. Christina attained a 4.96 grade point average and scored 2220 on the Scholastic Aptitude Test. Christina will be attending Cornell University in the fall as an engineering major. The daughter of William and Paula Harden, it is my pleasure to present Christina Harden, salutatorian, class of 2011. Nishant Modi, would you please stand? Nish served as a senior representative of the Math League, treasurer of Club Med, participated in Science Olympiad and Future Business Leaders of America. He's also a member of the National Math Honor Society, National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and the Spanish Honor Society. Nishant has been very actively involved in community service projects, fundraiser events, and volunteer work. He plans to attend Penn State Schreyer's Honors College program and major in health policy and administration with a pre-med route to pursue a career in medicine. The son of Jayesh and Bhavna Modi, it is my pleasure to present Nishant Modi, co-salutatorian, class of 2011. Bakthar Rana, would you please stand? Bakthar is one of the founding members of the Science National Honor Society. She is an active member of the Mathematics National Honor Society and Spanish National Honor Society. She serves as secretary of the PALS program. She has volunteered several hundred hours to the Lehigh Valley Hospital. Bakthar attained a 4.96 grade point average and scored 2090 on the Scholastic Aptitude Test. She plans to attend Villanova University in the fall and major in pre-med. The daughter of Shahid Akhtar and Yasmin Badi, it is my pleasure to present Bakthar Rana, co-salutatorian, class of 2011. Our fourth co-salutatorian is no stranger to the podium this evening. Sophia Srinivasan, would you please stand? Sophia is president of the French Honor Society, president of the Science Club, co-captain of the debate team. She is also a member of the National Honor Society, Political Science Club, National Math Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and French Club. She plays the piano and the Chinese instrument Yiru and speaks 3 languages. Sophia attained a 4.96 grade point average and scored a 2360 on the Scholastic Aptitude Test, including a perfect 800 on the critical reading section. She plans to attend Georgetown University and major in foreign service. The daughter of Sri Srinivasan and Huin Chan Lee, it is my pleasure to present Sophia Srinivasan, salutatorian, class of 2011. Prior to presenting the class of 2011, I would like to pay tribute to retiring members of our teaching staff. 7 members of our high school faculty will have retired with the conclusion of the 2010-2011 school term. On behalf of the students over the past 4 decades, special thanks to Mrs. Ann Arbogast, Spanish teacher, Mrs. Debbie Barr, Family and Consumer Science teacher, Mr. Marlon Cohan, mathematics teacher, Mrs. Kathy Krimmel, Spanish teacher, Mrs. Anna Morphy, Spanish teacher, Mr. Bob Steckel, social studies teacher, and Mr. Brent Windsor, art teacher. As they embark on this new phase of their lives, we wish each of them good health and much happiness in their retirement years. Thank you to all of our Parkland teaching staff and administration. A special thanks to Mr. Harrison Bailey, Mrs. Jane Barthold, Mr. Terry Meehan, Mr. Tony Naradko, and Mrs. Donna Steckel for organizing this evening. and to Mr. Eric Roberts, Mr. Jeffrey Geisel, Mr. John Pfeiffer, Mrs. Terry Stack, and Mr. Mark Stutz for organizing so many opportunities for these students. Thanks to our superintendent, Dr. Louise Donahue, and the members of the Parkland Board of School Directors for their support. At this time, Mrs. Janie Bartlett, President of the Parkland Board of School Directors, I am happy to certify that these members of the Parkland High School class of 2011 appearing before you this evening have met the requirements for graduation as established by the Pennsylvania State Department of Education and the Parkland Board of School Directors. I am privileged to present them to you.
Good evening. Sunrise, sunset. Swiftly fly the years. What words of wisdom can I give them? How can I help to ease their way? So many of us here tonight are feeling those words to that sentimental song. And I too share those feelings personally, as my niece is among the graduates. Very soon, we will watch our graduates walk across this stage and receive their diplomas, which symbolize a whole new step in their exciting futures. And so, Mr. Lessel, I accept with pleasure the class of 2011 on behalf of the Parkland Board of School Directors and congratulate each one of these young people on the achievement of this milestone. But before we move on, you graduates have been so fortunate to have had the dedicated people on this stage and the dedicated teachers and the outstanding teachers sitting above me who have been with you every step of the way. However, there have been people behind the scenes working toward your success as well. One of them is the school board, who at this time I would like to ask my fellow board members to please stand. They're over here. Would you please stand? I'd like to acknowledge them. It's Ms. Evans, Mr. Cohen, Mrs. Marcus, Ms. Adams, and Mr. Kennedy. I am so honored to represent them tonight. But the other person I would like to acknowledge is your greatest unsung hero, and she is our retiring superintendent, Dr. Louise Donahue. Dr. Donahue, we'll do that later. Dr. Donahue has worked tirelessly on behalf of all children in the Parkland School District during her 14 years. 7 as assistant superintendent and now serving in her 8th year as superintendent. She has cared deeply about each and every one of you. Her achievements sometimes go unnoticed by students, but she has worked very hard to ensure that the programs, the teachers, and all staff strive to educate all students for success and to also inspire excellence. This year has been one of our most challenging years ever as a board, with so many financial hurdles to overcome at the national, state, and local levels. I have heard Dr. Donahue state many times that the students are not to blame for this fiscal crisis. We must put their needs first. She is passionate about providing opportunities for the whole child, always supporting the arts, athletics, and co-curricular activities, as well as more than 160 electives offered at Parkland High School. I want to mention all of this because we will soon miss her presence in the district, and I want you to know how lucky you have been to have had Dr. Donahue's leadership during your entire time in Parkland, even if you started your education here in kindergarten. I know this moment is bittersweet for her. After all, it is her last Parkland graduation ceremony after raising her daughter here and giving the graduation speech for the last 8 years. So please now, join me in thanking Dr. Donahue for her outstanding leadership, dedication, and inspiration to the Parkland School District. So now, I guess we'll get started and do what we're here for. Congratulations, everyone.
Benjamin Ellis Mays. Brett Lesavoy. Alicia Hutchison. Philip Riola. Nicole Goodwin. Eugenia Kim. Nishant Modi. Sophia Lee Srinivasan. Danielle Rosen. Christina Harden. Bakfar Rana. Hold on. I want to give Allie a chance to get on that ramp. Fallon Dungan.
Mitchell Appleman.
Nicholas Gareka.
Allie Armstrong.
Allie Dunmeyer.
Anthony and friends.
Daniel Rahusin.
Caitlin Acker.
Lauren Klingensmith.
Nicholas Amato.
Josh Rice.
Taylor Abruzzi.
Jeanette Krulik.
Nicolo Aliano.
Nicholas Roller.
Meg Stefanovic.
Morgan Riley.
Tyrone Allah.
Dustin Wingate.
Alina Spiegel.
Jennifer Rizolo.
Hamedasan Ahmed.
Ryan Adams.
Hannah Penrose Snyder Samuelson.
Ashley Lynn Barone.
Jesse Barretts.
Joseph Augustus.
Lindsay Anselitz.
Kia Agneman.
Kyle Barber.
Mohammed Awadallah.
Christine Andrew.
Kylie Agneman.
David Allen Barnes Jr.
Kane Azar.
Kathleen Anthony.
Abby Albright.
Zachary Barson.
Tyler Baylor.
Nazla Argun.
Gina Almonte.
Matthew Bayshore.
Asun Bajwa.
Katie Arnold.
Alexandra Amici.
Zane Basile.
Ryan Baker.
Isa Azanya.
Carissa Zapataki.
Alec Balera.
Josh Baskin.
Demi Barzana.
Brittany Bobbin.
Derek Billig.
Marad Bass.
Emily Ann Baxter.
Jennifer Balby.
Chris James Billman.
Wael Bishara.
Michelle Rose Beck.
Nicole Balliet.
Gotham Baloo.
Jarrett Beers.
Julia Mutz Abreu.
Orion Barra.
Nick Bonsell.
Adam Bell.
Tia Ryan Becker.
Caitlin Barr.
Joseph Borman.
Charles Benedict.
Nicole Marie Beidler.
Sky Bell.
Timmy Brown.
Zachary Bowermaster.
Lauren Belenke.
Nate Sherry Bender.
Corey Bruder.
Vincent Bracali.
Jacqueline Elizabeth Bissell.
Jessica Bergen.
Aaron Buck.
Ben Briner.
Julia Alyssa Blois.
Alicia Burkhold Boger.
Jared Bulger.
Christopher Brill.
Nicole Boger.
Jess Bernstein.
Kevin Bolt.
Josh Brown.
Gishelle's Bonner.
Haley Bianco.
Andrew Bungert.
Kyle Brown.
Amanda Bortz.
Chelsea Bortz.
D.C. Castillo.
Stephen Butts.
Tori Buser.
Holland Bauer.
Dave Cicchini.
Ryan Cabral.
Kayleen Calaby.
Shaylin Boyer.
Austin Sokovic.
Zach Campbell.
Samantha Cancro.
Caitlin Brown.
Madi Shocker.
Caden Cratchelo.
Alyssa Carl.
Michelle Burgess.
Matthew Shorney.
Austin Carpenter.
Nixie Karaskia.
Anakin Busak.
Tyler Chabenko.
Erwin Karaskicha.
Brittany Liana Carrizo.
Alyssa Cassium.
Aaron DJ Katumis.
Quandell Clark.
Catherine Chung.
Erica Cervantes.
Stephen Katumis.
Taj Pierre Clark.
Elizabeth Chahansky.
Brandy Sikowski.
Austin Crane.
Daniel Combs. Chondik.
Rebecca Sicilian.
Jennifer Chandick.
Carl Michael Cruz Zayas.
Ryan Comley.
Lindsay Cynthia.
Ellen Choi.
Michael D'Amico.
Zach Connor.
Andrea Cobb.
Angeline Choi.
Blake A. Danner.
Richard Costello.
Courtney Koblenz.
Melissa Conley.
Mark Doble.
Sam Davison.
Danielle Cummings.
Victoria Conrad.
Daniel Dorman.
Josh Deary.
Kelsey Sizik.
Victoria Considine.
Kyle Dupree.
Andrew Durhammer.
Sarah Danishevsky.
Kella Cope.
John Byron Durishin.
Ryan DeSantis.
Samantha DeTorres.
Jacqueline Kroon.
Nicholas Dizel.
Dion DeSantis.
Brianna De Jesus.
Lindsay Cross.
Mike Eckroad.
Noah Diamondstein.
Barbara Dallas.
Caitlin Deal.
Michael Todd Fake.
Zach Edwards.
Courtney Druckenmiller.
Nikki Dilly.
Ali Famili.
Trevor Eisenman.
Alexis Priscilla Eberly.
Amanda DiMartino.
Peter Farraco.
David Emmerich.
Charlotte Edwards.
Taylor Dowd.
Michael Frederick Fidel II.
Jeff Etienne.
Sarah Isley.
Holly Drake.
Andrew F. Feldman.
Jacob Evans.
Amanda Evans.
Caitlin Druckenmiller.
Andrew M. Feldman.
Joey Failer.
Katie Lynn Evans.
Brittany Faust.
Derek Freebelin.
Daniel Furman.
Carly Friedman.
Jessica Fedoric.
Tyler Garbett.
Nigel Flaherty.
Jessica Frishy.
Mary Feinauer.
Robert Gebhardt.
Zachary Folk.
Sam Furin.
Kelsey Fenstermacher.
Anthony George.
Sonny Fontanes.
Frida Gafirova.
Jackie Falk.
Zachary Gilbert.
Scotty Fox.
Caitlin Galley.
Kelly Frederick.
Corey Gillum.
Brad Frederick.
Laurie Gainey.
Caitlin Ganguza.
Joey Grimm.
Cameron Glaze.
Alyssa Sandra Chalati.
Aubrey Gardner.
Matthew Gutzloff.
Jared Gluskin.
Caitlin Elizabeth Godusky.
Hannah Geiger.
Stephen Guinea.
Ezra Goldstein.
Stephanie Goldberg.
Keely Geiger.
Joseph Giuliano.
Mitchell Goldstein.
Alyssa Golden.
Lindell George.
Joshua Guth.
Travis Grimm.
Hannah Goldner.
Madison Gerhart.
Tyler Guth.
Zachary Grimm.
Gabrielle Gambos.
Gabrielle Gomez.
Austin Hartzell.
Gregory Hobbig.
Catherine Grube.
Lucy Gong.
Tommy Hawkins.
Tarek Haddad.
Taryn Golkovich.
Christine Grossi.
Brian Heist.
Elias Hajar.
Jessica Haas.
Kayla Grimm.
Luke Heist.
Tyler Hall.
Hina Zira Habib.
Elizabeth Gross.
Justin Heller.
George Hansel.
Monica Hagenauer.
Brooke Grube.
Cody Hendershot.
Sam Harris.
Natasha Haynes.
Molly Hamill.
Timothy Hilty.
John Henry.
Emily Heller.
Paige Hammond.
John Ivestack.
Joshua Herring.
Caitlin Hemis.
Emily Grace Hartman.
Justin Hoderman.
Robert G. Hurtman.
Rachel Hendricks.
Kristen Hall.
Tyler Hodge.
Evan Herzog.
Brienne Henninger.
Carissa Hausman.
Collins Horboe.
Troy Hilbert.
Sydney Marie Hipschman.
Taylor Haight.
Austin Horlacker.
Zachary Hildebittle.
Kathleen Ann Hikus.
Jessica Hilligus.
Robert Inselman.
Brandon Horninger.
Caitlin Hufton.
Amber Hills.
Michael Jacobson.
Samuel Horoski.
Julia Holbert.
Rebecca Holko.
Justin Jacoby.
Jonathan Hauer.
Emily Hunker.
Molly Horlocker.
Eric Jandal.
Joseph Hudak.
Julianne Hutchinson.
Caitlin House.
Amar Jamal.
Vincent James Hudson III.
Allison Hutton.
Olivia Howell.
Bryn James.
Mark Eidelman.
Kelsey Imdorf.
Chloe Israel.
Brandon Kaisler.
Dean Jepson.
Jennifer Karlovitz.
Bailey Jackson.
Jadip Canaria.
Devin Jepson.
Jasmine Kashkush.
Laveranda Jarnigan.
Aaron Capus.
Gilbert K. Jones.
Nicole Keating.
Shauna Jones.
Curtis Connis.
Sean Jones.
Megan Kaiser.
Corinne Kahn.
Sean Keefe.
Shane Justice.
Andrea Keller.
Sakina Kanji.
Tyler Keinert.
Nicholas Kazmarchek.
Zara Kaku.
Shaban Kiernan.
Marcus Kirschner.
Matt Kelly.
Nell Kamlos.
Lindsay Kirschner.
Taha Kermali.
Dakota Kelly.
Hallie Kornfind.
Kaylee Kistler.
Joseph V. Carriage.
Matthew Kelly.
Colleen Kerp.
Annie Cuck.
Salil Ketkar.
Daniel Kemmerer.
Julie Kostelnik.
Kristen Kokolis.
Tyler Kuehler.
Greg Kemper.
Michelle Kowalczyk.
Jake Kennedy.
Anthony Corey.
Katrina Kressler.
Jillian Kauker.
Moshi Kiba.
Jonathan Kovacs.
Angela Krutzik.
Morgan Lochner.
Tyler Kingston.
Joshua T. Kratz.
Stephanie Keebler.
Danielle Lachlan.
Lucas Clegarth.
Tyler Kraus.
Gretchen Lai.
Nicole Lawler.
Ryan Kloss.
Tyler D. Kraus.
Marilyn Lamb.
Anna LaBeouf.
Matthew Kozar.
Cody Krimpaski.
Katie Lantaff.
Arang Lee.
Jack Kotler.
Brandon Crum. Hi, Kelsey.
Eliza Levin.
Kelsey Emily Leinert.
Rob Krenicki.
Austin Lambert.
Melissa Lichtenwalner.
Samantha Lutz.
Paneet Kumar.
Sagar Lod.
Peter Gay Lindo.
Chelsea McDonald.
Kishav Nar.
Paul Lee.
Nadia Lopez.
Jessica McLean.
John Kumernitsky.
Jung Hun Atea Lee.
Nicole Lundberg.
Dolly Malik.
Ryan Kunkel.
Ryan Lightgib.
Rachel Lundberg.
Ron Mana.
Christopher Ledoux.
George Limack.
Jessica Martin.
Adriana Morano.
Asante Lewis.
Darren Laura.
Maha Masood.
Lauren Miller.
Justin Lewis.
Jason Lavendier.
Kelsey Mathna.
Samantha Mills.
Winston Lee.
Alec Lucente.
Kelsey Matika.
Aya Mohammed.
Zerson Liu.
Eric Luchansky.
Kelly McGinnis.
Tori Mulchaney.
Douglas Lockhart.
Anthony Lucchini.
Jillian McGovern.
Alyssa Molinari.
Corey Longenbach.
Christian Lungen.
Rachel Monshine.
Cassandra Molinaro.
Joseph Lundeen.
Dan Maisley.
Michelle Moore.
Kayla Moser.
David Lutterschmidt.
Takalani Mativa.
Roberta Morais.
Megan Mulcahy.
Michael Mylinski.
Peter Matulowicz.
I got it. Rachel Morrison.
Callie Nykum.
Brian Mangles.
Jason McAllister.
Laura Morrow.
Chelsea Nemeth.
Graham Mantle.
Mark McCauley.
Amanda Moses.
Abigail Novak.
Jason Marconti.
Kurt McConnell.
Emily O'Connell.
Morgan O'Brien.
Thomas McDonald.
Jacob Molesky.
Ashley O'Hara.
Priyanka Parikh.
Trevor McIntosh.
Chris Merklin.
Amy Oplinger.
Emily Parker.
Ian McKinnery.
Zach Myers.
Maria Ortiz.
Alyssa Patari.
Christopher Melcher.
Ben Miller.
Ajam Ozjan.
Kate Patterson.
Mark Maletta.
Dalton Miller.
Alexa Panny.
Alana Patton.
Zachary Mellon.
David Miller.
Sydney Peters.
Danielle Peters.
Kevin Mitra.
Brian Murray.
Sarah Peterson.
Emily Poland.
Kenny Monaco.
Charles Nace.
Mara Petrolski.
Rachel Polgardy.
Jean Carlos Moran.
Troy Now.
Selena Phillips.
Alexis Pampa.
Daniel Mrazrowski.
Jacob Neely.
Bethany Pierre.
Bryn Posh Tafuri.
Jared Muse.
Wade Neff.
Marissa Nicole Pina.
Dana Pasako.
Josh Mullins.
Sean Nagandi.
Narissa Radamakers.
Alexis Pizzella.
Matthew Nelson.
Timothy O'Brien.
Ashley Rader.
Kelsey Rouzon.
Mike Nguyen.
Zube Ofama.
Saudia Rahman.
Morgan Reed.
Christopher Nichols.
Ogana Ofama.
Lauren Ranzino.
Lauren Rhine.
Tim Nickel.
Samto Ofama.
Elana Rappaport.
Ashley Rivera.
Christopher Nicholas Nolan.
Josh O'Hanlon.
Julia Rock.
Carolyn Rocado.
Sean Vincent Nova.
Cole Otero.
Julie Ann Rodriguez.
Wendy Rodas.
Mike Ottinger.
Looking good. Joseph Peters.
Marissa Rothline.
Marissa Sager.
David Palumbo.
Timothy Peterson.
Megan Rooney.
Caitlin Santo.
Sahil Pandya.
Michael Pfeiffer.
Charlotte Roposh.
Melissa Schlags.
Spencer Parit.
Matthew Pfeiffer.
Danielle Roth.
Tori Schlenker.
Byron Pash.
Daniel Plinky.
Danielle Rowland.
Elena Schmidt.
Ryan Pastrick.
Stuart Poole.
Nicole Shanin.
Mallory Schmoyer.
Jordan Petoskey.
Stefan Ramos.
Alyssa Shop.
Jade Schaefer.
Eric Pratt.
Andrew Reichard.
Jordan Schultz.
Erica Charlo.
Tanner Price.
Nick Riccioni.
Bernadette Schwartz.
Megan Shaw.
Robert Prusak.
Colin Ritter.
Ashley Nicole Scott.
Kelly Sheetsley.
John Quinn.
Jarrell Rivera.
Tamra Cito.
Tiffany Sherman.
Rohit Ragjendran.
Alden Roberts.
Jenna Schultz.
Caitlin Shamandel.
Connor Roach.
Tim Schleicher.
Kaylee Simon.
Megan Snyder.
Tyler Routson.
Luke Shoemaker.
Christine Saravo.
Jenna Souders.
Nicholas J. Russo.
Alad Shore.
Ashley R. Snyder.
Celine Staley.
Andrew Saeed.
Tommy Schubert.
Danielle Snyder.
Molly Stenkoski.
Toby Salako.
Tyler Seiferheld.
Kristen Snyder.
Katie Steiner.
Andrew Salinas.
Matthew Sell.
Jamie Stetler.
Amy Stevens.
Austin Semmel.
Matthew Shortell.
Allison Stevenson.
Dominique Sturdivant.
Anand Shah.
Omar Sudiki.
Carissa Stevenson.
Courtney Sullivan.
Ankit Shah.
Jake Siegel.
Lindsay Stout.
Tori Summy.
Daniel Shaw.
Nick Silfies.
Jacinta V. Strickland.
Yanel Suriel.
Jonathan H. Sheftel.
Michael Simon.
Emily Strong.
Trisha Sawyer.
Matthew Shoemaker.
Sim Singh.
Brandolyn Tebow.
Hannah Simons.
Johan Sinner.
Matthew Sokol.
Hannah Tico.
Madeline Townsend.
Robert Skinker.
Zach Summer.
Kaylee Tinyar.
Michelle Trin.
Cody Smith.
Vincent Sorrentino.
Allie Tomshow.
Kelly Trussell.
Colin Smith.
Aaron Spickle.
Megan Torres.
Katie Ann Unger.
Alex Snyder.
Kyle Sprankle.
Natalie Torres.
Emily Maxine Becker.
Michael Scott Soden.
Jason Stakowski.
Marguerite Valent.
Amanda Valance.
Zach Stahl.
Daniel W. Steinbaugh.
Shannon Elizabeth Varco.
Brenda P. Vithalany.
Cameron Staver.
Taylor Strobel.
Jeanette Velasquez.
Alexis Wally.
Kyle Steelen.
Austin Serdoval.
Sarah Ventura.
Sierra Walp.
Joseph Steinmacher.
Ryan Sudovich.
Samantha Viola.
Mia Walton.
Chase Stetz.
Dakota Sutter.
Elizabeth Visco.
Mary Noel Weber.
Robert Allen Stifler III.
Shane Taylor.
Stephanie Weigel.
Katrina Webster.
Ted Taylor.
Cameron Trenelange.
Molly Weinberg.
Erica Rittenauer.
Connor Tench.
Douglas Terrell.
Taylor Wakesner.
Katrina Wickel.
Joe Sway.
Andrew Twinning Grosset.
Paige Wernsdorfer.
Joanna Vesey.
Zach Thompson.
Drupad Upadhyay.
Rosalie Wetzel.
Brittany Wiltshire.
Besher Tolamat.
Hussein Bekalia.
Marissa Wexler.
Stephanie Wolf.
Sean Tooney.
Jason Vasquez.
Kristen Young.
Desiree Yeager. Rita.
Anthony Luchik.
Brian Whiteaw.
Kayla Uditsky.
Ryan Weyerbach.
Mike Vladani.
Travis Weiss.
Margaret Wolf.
Matt Wendling.
John Visco.
Bruce Wentworth.
Lauren Ashley Zahauer.
Brandon Worley.
Alex Vratsanos.
Kyle White.
Chandler Zalek.
Clay Wild.
Anlin Wang.
Justine Williams.
Sarah Zimskin.
Alexander J. Wilson.
Josh Warner.
Sam Wolf.
Joshua Isaiah Worrell.
Joe Wolf.
Brad Worthington. Tom Singh Wu. Kevin Wynoski. Christian Zander. Jesse Yeel. Thomas Zabrinsky. Joseph Zacher. Matt Zervanis. Jared Curry.
Congratulations to the class of 2011. Begin the processional.
Thank